Hello YouTube and welcome back to World of Warships with Wadres. And today I have something of an interesting match for you. I realize I've kind of been saying that a lot, but this one definitely is interesting. First off, this match does run pretty much to the full extent of the timer, for one thing. And, well, as the battle unfolds, you'll kind of understand why very quickly. First off, this is running in the Tier 5 Premium Special Collaboration ship, the ARP Kongo, which is basically just a cut-and-paste copy of the regular Techline Kongo, just this one was reskinned for collaboration with the ARP Arpeggio of Blue Steel event a couple of years back. And I do have to say that some of the markings are rather nice, and of course there is also the actual Kongo commander, who actually voices the character and just gives it that much more flair. But anyway, overall, that's kind of enough about the ship. Let's kind of talk about the battle here a little bit. First off, this is pretty much top tier. I'm at Tier 5, most of the other enemy ships are Tier 4s and 5s. We've got a bunch of Ishizuchis, we've got a couple of Kongos, a couple of Phoenixes. Overall, nothing really to shake a stick at. There's also a Svetlana somewhere in there too. The enemy CV is I think it's a Langley class aircraft carrier. And of course, because this is co-op, most of the enemy ships on the team or most of the friendly ships on this team, for that matter, are bots. We have 3 bot cruisers, which is in fact all of our cruisers, and our aircraft carrier is a bot as well. The only actual players on this map are all of the battleships on my team. And, well, let's just say they're not going to do a very good job of holding their own. The first thing to note is that our other Kongo is heading way off to the other side of the map, where he has absolutely no support. In fact, our Phoenix on that side of the map just got taken out, so he is literally the only ship over there, and he's facing off against 1 cruiser and 3 battleships, which are all heading in that one direction. Over here, it's a Svetlana and a Ishizuchi, and that's really about it. Overall, there are definitely things that could have gone a lot better for this match, but there are also a lot of things that could have gone horribly wrong. And unfortunately, things go more horribly wrong than just outright right. We've already lost another one of our cruisers. One of our battleships is moving alone into the center of the map. Our aircraft carrier is losing planes about as quickly as our enemy carrier is. And just things really aren't looking all that great here. We really have to start killing things, and, well, hey, finally we killed a Svetlana. It only took twice as long as it needed to. The enemy Ishizuchi is inbound. Unfortunately, the friendly Ishizuchi takes 3 torps from the Svetlana, and he's also going to bite the dust here very quickly at the hands of the enemy Ishizuchi. Now, I'm already looking at the map around me and realizing I'm very quickly going to be without support. So, yeah, I am now without support. So, my best bet is to just run. Utilize Kongo's speed advantage and just get the hell out of Dodge. Try to get to where I do have some support or whatever and make the most of it. And this is where one of the things about the Kongo really kind of comes out to play a little bit, because the Kongo is pretty much the first fast battleship that you actually get to in the game at a decent 30 plus knots top speed, so she can outrun damn near anything at this tier, with exception of a couple of the destroyers, I think. So, yeah. She's also got some fairly decent and long-range guns, and you can see me trying to line up a shot on the enemy Kongo here. Unfortunately, this shot is going to go a little bit shy of the enemy, and that's going to kind of come back to bite me in the ass a little bit later, too, but that's another matter. Actually, it doesn't fall shy, but it is still underwhelming. Only 7,700 damage. I've still got the Ishizuchi behind me. I've got my secondaries working on it, and fortunately, my secondaries have landed a fire. That's one benefit here, is that once I do start getting a decent look at this Ishizuchi again, the fire is actually going to at least level the playing field a lot, where it's not going to take me much to finally knock it out. Now, unfortunately, we just lost our battleship, our other Kongo, way off to the other side. We've lost our Ishizuchi already, so it's just me, the Texas, and the already basically worthless aircraft carrier. Yeah. This match really isn't looking all that great, is it? Well, it's going to get interesting here very, very shortly. And for just about all the wrong reasons. Because our aircraft carrier, I think, is about to lose its last bomber squadron in performing the strike on the enemy battleships. That you can see that on the mini-map down there. Okay, it's not a total loss, but you know what? It's definitely going to be losing those to those battleships at some point or other. It's not even worth considering at this point anymore. It's worthless. Totally and utterly worthless. Now, here I am trying to line up a shot against the Ishizuchi, hoping that the enemy battleships on the other side of the map don't see me full broadside and say, "Oh boy, it would be a shame if we found your citadel." Fortunately, I kill the Ishizuchi, and I'm able to get my ship and guns turned around to start dealing with the other enemy battleships. Unfortunately, it is not in time for our Texas to be saved, though what he was doing charging ahead in front of 3 battleships is another matter entirely. And see, this is where I really have to kind of yell at my team here just a little bit, in that we had 4 player battleships, and they literally just threw all of that firepower away by charging in, by showing broadside to a number of enemy battleships, and got themselves obliterated. Not even mentioning the Kongo, who went off entirely on his own, the Ishizuchi, who tried charging in point blank on his counterpart and lost, forgetting the fact that he charged in on low health to begin with and just got himself decimated, completely and utterly destroyed. But now I'm in the position where I've got 2 choices. I can run or I can fight. If I run, I'm not going to get much done. If I fight, I run the chance of, well, losing in a blaze of glory. Well, as anybody who's watched my videos before knows, I'm the aggressive type. If I'm given the choice between running and fighting, I'm gonna fight. And I'm gonna make the enemy pay for it, if nothing else. Well, let's just say I'm definitely gonna make them pay for it here. Because here comes my first setup on the enemy Texas. Oh yeah. See, that's what I'm known for. That is one of the things I am best known for anybody who's watched really any of my battleship videos. I love getting in point blank range and just blasting citadels where I can't miss. Fortunately, in this case, it worked out to my favor, and I was able to immediately eliminate the Texas as a threat. Unfortunately, I do not have that same luxury for the Kongo, which just passed me by. But my intention is to try and eliminate my evil twin in the ARP Kongo, and then focus my attention on the Kongo behind me. Well, yeah, this is where things start backfiring on me a little bit more. Because while I was expecting the Kongo behind me to start turning around to try and catch me again, no, it's going off charging towards the B cap, while I'm still trying to deal with my evil twin. Yeah. I do get a nice shot on my evil twin, but unfortunately it's not enough to destroy it outright, which means this is even more time I have to invest in taking it down. Which is, if you're looking at the clock, we're at 9 minutes into this match. If you're looking at the capture progress, I've got a long way to go. This is time that I just plain do not have. So I've got to finish off the enemy Kongo quickly so that I can chase down the other Kongo and then maybe have a shot at the enemy CV. Well, 2 turrets on the Kongo, underwhelming damage. So now I've got to take even longer to finish this off, and I'm trying to keep my profile as minimal as possible to just mitigate damage that I know is coming. Especially since I also know the enemy Kongo from B-Cap is still trying to take pot shots at me over the islands. Now, here's where things probably could have gone a little bit differently if I had taken the time. I could have turned to the other side and made a beeline for B from where I was, turning around entirely instead of trying to swing around this island. Either way, I have to turn 180 degrees, so I guess it really doesn't matter too much in that regard. But it does cost me a lot of time making this turn, trying to make sure that I clear the island among everything else. Meanwhile, the enemy Kongo is just happily, merrily steaming on its way completely away from me. And unfortunately, it's going to take me a lot of time to chase it down. Enough time where I'm actually speeding up the video just to show that I am still doing stuff, but it's just, it's time consuming. It's very, very time consuming to try and deal with this Kongo. I do get a fire shooting at it from long range, but it doesn't stick. I'm trying to set more fires in hopes that I at least manage to get something done to it. But unfortunately, because our CV is a bot, it's not spotting for me or anything, so once it's behind islands and out of line of sight, I'm out of luck. I am at least trying to flip B-Cap, and yeah, just overall not going very well in my favor. Fortunately, I don't take many hits, so I do at least manage to finish flipping B before I do end up incurring some damage. But now I've got an enemy battleship, again, that still needs to be finished off. And here I have exactly 2 options to finish this match. In fact, I don't even have 2 options. I have 1 option. That is to sink the Kongo and the aircraft carrier if I want to win this match. So I need to finish off the enemy Kongo as quickly as I can without being killed myself, and still chase down the enemy aircraft carrier, which is completely back to the south of the map. Now here's one of the other things I could have done, but it would have cost me capture points and probably the match in that regard. I probably could have gone to the south, taken out the CV, and then followed the Kongo north. But it would have cost me capture points that I just did not have to lose. So, but in doing the chase for the Kongo, I lost a lot of time in this regard, trying to catch it, that I didn't have in regards to chasing down the CV. Fortunately, I finish off the Kongo, but I have 2 minutes 2 minutes exactly to get back and catch the aircraft carrier. And anybody who knows how a battleship's guns reload, this means by the time I spot the CV, if I'm lucky, I'm going to get 1, maybe 2 salvos. And that clock is ticking down.
Spotter airborne.
With less than a minute left, I only have time for 1 salvo. If I'm going to make this work, that salvo has to count. Rounds out. Unfortunately, I forget that the Langley is a little bit on the slow side, and the shot is extremely underwhelming. And unfortunately, 2,000 damage is too little, too late, and I just end up timing out. Talk about a serious roller coaster match here. 156,152 credits, 802 experience points, and 50 free experience points earned. 191,000 damage done. 5 kills, 7 citadels, 3 defended ribbons, 3 planes shot down, 81 main battery hits, 33 secondary battery hits, and 2 captures for a loss. I carried this match, I carried this team hard, and I still lost. 449 base experience points earned for the match, for all of that work. I think that is the only consolation that I get, in that I still came out with more base experience points than the highest earner on the enemy winning bot team. I still have to look at my teammates and say, what the fuck were you thinking, guys? Seriously? Seriously? I mean, the Texas. He could have waited for me to catch up and actually have a crossfire going on the enemy battleships. Divide the enemy's attention. Our other Kongo, who went charging off completely alone at the start of the match and got himself obliterated. We could have used that firepower. The Ishizuchi, who got himself erased. Granted, he didn't do anything that I didn't do myself, but at the same time, he could have been a little bit smarter about it. He could have chosen his timing a little bit better, or once he realized that he was actually passing the enemy Ishizuchi, he should have started turning away instead of turning in and keeping his broadside to it. I mean, come on, guys. Really? Seriously? This could have been a win, and I worked hard to try and keep this match a win for everybody. And it peeves me off. It really, really does. Anyway, for net, I do break even on this loss. I think that's my only consolation again. 72,000 credits earned, 900 experience points earned for my commander. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, rant over. I'm done. I hope you all enjoyed the video. It was a definite roller coaster. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. Happy hunting. Take care. And I will catch you all again later.